So one time I bought completely fake Rangers tickets. It was Rangers Lightning playoff, and I was coming back with my friends from a Broadway show trying to go to Penn Station, and then got intercepted by one of the guys who's like selling outside of the stadium, and he goes, "Here's a ticket for $200," and I was like, "Absolutely not!" But I did want to go to this Rangers Lightning game, right?
What was the game? What was the game? It was a playoff game.
It was a playoff game. It was a playoff game, probably a couple of years ago. So then we keep moving around, and then the next guy offers it for $150, and I go, no, buddy. And then the next guy offers it for like $100, and then I'm like, if I keep walking down, maybe I'll get an even better one.
You think they position themselves in the rich versus the next rich, rich?
So then I walked. yeah, it's like a Dr. Seuss book or something. So then I walked back to the middle and said, "Hey, the guy over there just offered me ones for 80, even though he had offered me for 100. What are you willing to do for me?" That guy came down to 60. So then I walked to the next guy and I said, "That guy just offered me for 50. What are you going to do for me?" That guy offered for 30, went back to the other guy, got him down to 25. I don't know why I still thought this was a good idea. And then at this point, the guy goes, "I need cash right now. I need cash." And my friends are like kind of nervous. And I'm like, "No, guys, chill. So this guy follows us down to the ATM. I'm like, it's fine. There's security cameras. We pull out 25 per person. There was 3 of us. So whatever that math is, what is that?
75 would be the answer.
We pull out 75 out of the ATM. We give it to him. We go in. And I just like boldly walk in, and literally security apprehended me at the gate and pushed us all out. It was a fantastic night.
I mean, there's so much to unpack here in the story. There's so many red flags. Was it not a red flag for you that you bought these tickets at 10% of the original price? Was that not a red flag? If I said to you, "Jones, I'm going to sell you a TV for $1,000," and you were like, "Can I buy it for $5?" and I said, "Sure," would that not be a warning sign?
I thought I was the master of negotiation there. Well, the game had already started, so I figured that they just had to get rid of these tickets. It was already midway through the first period, so I was figuring they were like, shit, we got to get rid of these tickets. But probably in hindsight, that was not the smart. They were also, now that I realize it, they were all tickets in the same section, and I think they were the same ticket over and over again.
Yeah,
guys.
This was a poor lapse in judgment. I can't lie to you. What did they look like? Did he give you at least like paper or something, or was he just like, "Here's a screenshot"?
They were like, it was like a piece of paper, but it wasn't like an actual ticket. It was like a picture of a ticket on the paper. But but like sometimes, like when my dad prints out Yankee tickets, he prints it out and it looks like that, and those get us in. So I figured like these must be legit.
So the saying, "Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me." I think this one was, "Fool me once, it was still shame on you," because there was no way you should have been fooled in this situation.
Isn't the shame on you if you fool me once? It's just a shame on me if I get fooled twice. But
right,
you fooled me, so the shame's on you.
Right, but I'm saying in this situation, the shame would actually be on you, Jones, me.
But then you wouldn't use that phrase.
Right, that's what I'm saying. I'm saying usually that's the phrase, but in this case, it doesn't apply because this was such a stupid mistake by you that this is actually your fault. You shouldn't have been fooled in the first place. I don't know why you thought you could barter like you're in a fucking marketplace with the 2 ticket salesmen outside of MSG.
Dude, that's what it is in New York. One guy tried to make me a hot dog one time in New York. He goes, $8. I go, "You're kidding." He goes, "Fuck you," throws the hot dog right in my face down into the garbage can, and that was the end of the interaction. So New York is a wild place.
Right, but in that situation, that was not a situation where the guy said, "Here's a hot dog for $8. You said, "No, how about 5 cents?" And he said, "Okay, here you go. Here's the same exact hot dog." He threw it away. That's the model for New York interaction. That's the model for sales. That's what should have happened in this situation. When you said to the guy, "Actually, can I get that $200 ticket for $20? He should have said no and ripped it up in front of you. And the fact that he didn't was the red flag.
But let me tell you something. Hot dog salesman, fake salesman, who was nicer? The fake salesman was way nicer
because he's a con artist. He's trying. If he's a dick to you, you're not going to buy his stuff. He's not a fake salesman. He's just a criminal. He was just standing on the side of the street. And the fact, these guys were definitely working together. Were you also not sussed out by the fact that you're walking on the street and equally, there's 10 or whatever, how many people there were, equally spaced apart, selling tickets to you in decreasing value? Like, was that not a red flag?
Dude, when I think about it, that's really a great system. These guys have cracked human psychology. I thought I was making a great deal. I really did.
But were you not weirded out by the fact that you passed the first guy? You said 200, like the fact that you were that it went in order and in decreasing increments.
But if you think about
That doesn't
it,
happen naturally.
But at every salesman I ran into, the game had elapsed a little more time. Had
Oh, yeah,
elapsed in the
5
game.
seconds more probably.
So the tickets are getting a little less valuable as it goes on. The Lightning probably could have scored 4 goals by that point. Who knows? The Rangers tickets were just going woo. I don't know if the Rangers won that game. I forget. Did they probably win the series?
I don't think it matters. I think that the interesting question, which we don't really have time to answer, though, is at what point do they, like, if there were actually real tickets right at the beginning of the game, you could sell them for however much you wanted. At what point in the game are you just like so desperate to get rid of them that you actually would just sell them for $20 because you're not going to get anything in return? Or at what point, if you're a salesman, why wouldn't you just go into the stadium at a certain point? Once the game started, okay, nobody's going to buy these tickets. I'm just going to go watch it myself.
They don't want to watch the game. I think it's at the third period. You got to just start chucking those things up. This has been Give Me 5. Jones, Eli, Instagram, TikTok, email. Get us everywhere. Eli, thanks for talking.
It was a pleasure, Jones.